on the bridge. All city-bound traffic travelling via the Carl Expressway is being diverted onto the Domain Tunnel. Now, earlier on, there was no access to the Carl Expressway. There is now once again access to the Carl Expressway. But as I said, city-bound traffic travelling via the Carl being diverted into the Domain Tunnel. City-bound traffic via the Harbour Bridge is being diverted via the Western Distributor. And buses only are able to access York Street. Now, that's causing some queues for traffic as people try and get access to York Street, but it's only limited to buses at this stage. And northbound traffic on the Western Distributor are unable to use King Street exits, so motorists are being diverted onto the Harbour Bridge instead. Our advice is this is going to be a lengthy peak. If you're travelling around the CBD, obviously factor in plenty of additional travel time. If you don't have to travel there, obviously try and keep away. And for those who have to go to the airport or via the CBD, once again, you too need to factor in plenty of additional travel time. But everything's being done to minimise any possible delay.
The words certainly from New South Wales Premier Mike Baird today that we do need to be patient, that Sydney is being tested today. So this started at 9:45 this morning. It is now drawing well beyond 6 hours. 5 hostages are now out and safe, but we understand there are probably about 10 more still inside. One lone gunman operating by himself. Hopefully we will see a resolution. We will continue our coverage of this unfolding crisis right in the heart of Sydney's CBD up next.
Tonight, terror in Sydney. A gunman holding hostages at a cafe in Martin Place. Sprinting to safety, terrified hostages escape their captor. Ready for anything, heavily armed police surround the building. No giving in to terrorism. The reaction from the Premier, Prime Minister and around the world. And the dramatic moment, hostages call 9 News from inside the besieged cafe.
This is 9 News with Georgie Gardner.
Good evening. They weren't faces in a foreign city, but hostages right here in Sydney. Faces pressed up against the glass of a cafe in the middle of Martin Place and forced to hold an Islamic flag against the window. As many as 30 people were taken hostage by what appears to be a lone gunman. 5 have so far managed to escape. We have reporters right across Sydney and begin our coverage with Mark Burrows.
Martin Place 1 hour ago. Hostages running and screaming from the Lint Cafe.